So are we going to be getting a summer DLC for GTA Online in 2026? It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? With everything going to start ramping up soon for GTA 6. Will we even get a DLC for this game? So, I believe it was last month. At some point last month, there was, I think it was a test on Tfue. He said that somebody that got the DLC right last year said that GTA Plus was going to end on, when was it? The 16th. So the 16th would have been Tuesday next week. But as we can see, if we go to their website, okay, that's not their website, that's my YouTube. This is their website for GTA Plus. You can see 10th of June, which was yesterday. So it's going to refresh today, the 11th. So God knows what's going to be happening next week. Well, we do know what's going to be happening next week because the benefits that we're going to get today for GTA Online are going to end on the 17th. So the 17th is the Wednesday. They always put the day before it actually ends and refreshes. So yeah, that's going to be the 18th. So when are we actually going to get an update? Will we get an update? You know, we've had nothing so far. I mean, it seemed like we were going to get an update when we got that tweet, but now it's like, well, what's going on? What's going on? We always get some sort of leak as well, like, oh, we know when the event's gonna, we know when the update's gonna come out because we know when the event's gonna end. And if the event doesn't end when it normally ends, and it ends on like a Monday, well, it's a Tuesday. When it ends on that day, then yeah, we normally get an update because the updates normally come out on Tuesday still, don't they? So yeah. Will we get an update? It was only the other week where I was saying it'd be interesting to see what is actually included in a summer update, because surely they've got to put something in the game just to keep GTA Online ticking. I wouldn't expect them to not do an update just because GTA 6 is on the way. Could be like just a minimal update, you know, with just cars, but to get nothing would be a little bit odd. That's what, you know, what they're going to do for GTA Plus. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see. I don't think they'll start doing GTA 6 stuff anytime soon. I don't think we'll get anything for GTA 6 until at least next month. And even then, next month, I'm not really expecting much. I reckon it'll be by August. Somebody did say August, and I have got a feeling about that now. It's pretty much got confirmed that the game's not going to get delayed. And like I said on the other stream, I think the longer we go without hearing anything, the better for the release, because I doubt it's gonna get to the point where the game's gonna come out in what, 2 or 3 months, and then they're just not, oh no, the game's not gonna come out in 2 or 3 months, we're delaying it again. I doubt they're gonna get that close to the release date and just be like, yeah, we're delaying it. Don't think that's gonna happen. So the longer you get without hearing anything, it's actually good news. So I do actually kind of reckon they would have delayed the game already. You would have heard about it by now if it wasn't going to come out on the 19th of November. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, that, with the summer DLC update, because supposedly it got leaked. Maybe that turned out to be incorrect. But then GTA Plus is refreshing today. Maybe we'll find out today. Maybe it's going to come out at some point in July. You know, if it comes out in July. Let's have a look at potential dates. In a month's time, it could be the 7th. It could be the 7th. It could be the 14th. For the update, if we are getting an update. Because we got that date last time GTA Plus updated. That's one thing with GTA Plus. Every time they change the days where it doesn't come out on a day where it's supposed to update, you know an update's going to be happening. because the update GTA Plus coincided with the update to give you benefits that came along with the update, you know, like a free car or something, exclusive cars to GTA Plus. Anyway, I have no idea what to do on this game now, because we've not played this game on stream because of Forza. We've been playing Forza instead. They finally acknowledged that people are losing the progress as well, if you're wondering about that. But I do reckon it's mainly a PC thing. Apparently it's something to do with quick resume, but you know, my stuff bugged and I don't even use quick resume, so. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what they're going to do with that, because it's actually a long-standing bug with Forza. Albeit it's not too common, but it is a bug that's in multiple games. And this bug's existed for some time, and they've never fixed it. Go away, I'm sick of getting this advert. Anyway, welcome if you just joined us. I appreciate it. We also had the like showcases this week, didn't we, for new games, like the Xbox showcase, the Summer Games Fest and the PlayStation showcase. I don't know, games just aren't what they used to be anymore. There's too much of a reliance on technology rather than, you know, having to, you know, come up with your own thing to make the game interesting, because, you know, of hardware limitations from back in the day. I don't know. I could have avoided that better, but you get so many games that are just the same now, and it's just we'll just rely on this, that, and the other to do the heavy lifting, and then like all of these games end up being the same thing. Yeah. I do need to play that one mission because I didn't play it last week. And also, it's a funny point with this game now, because I feel like nobody's interested in GTA 5 anymore. Nobody's bothered about it. Nobody plays it. Nobody wants to jump on and play it. And it's 100% it's to do with them just releasing poor updates just to keep GTA Plus going. I'm not going to complain about the updates that we've got, but at the same time, I think looking back to some of the content that we got, what, like 2 or 3 years ago, at the very least, we should have had better content in those updates. I get they're making GTA 6, but, you know, when they make so much a year, at least have a decent development team for GTA Online, so then we continue getting good updates. So yeah, we just had all of these bad updates for so long in GTA Online that it's killed the interest in the game. And don't get me wrong, I get they want people to be interested in GTA 6, but people would be interested in GTA 6 regardless. So it's not like, oh, we're not going to bother too much with the content in GTA Online, just so then we get people looking forward to GTA 6. I don't think there's that going on. I think people would look forward to it regardless. If anything, I think it'd do it better if you had a good build up to it in GTA Online, but it's just not being the case. It's just not being the case. So yeah, with the summer update, the summer update, if there even is a summer update, God knows. God knows, God knows, God knows. Anyway. It's quite interesting to play Forza on stream because it did make a change from just playing this all the time, but probably not going to play it on stream today. If I play it on stream, it's probably going to be later on. Plus, I don't really have a reason to. Well, I do. I've still not done I've still not caught up again, by the way. It's things that I just haven't bothered to do. So there is things that I could be doing on it, but you know what I did this week? Nobody's going to give a shit about this. I did go back and play Forza Horizon 4 and complete the Lego DLC. So if anything, Forza Horizon 6 has made me want to play more Forza, like there wasn't already enough content in Forza Horizon 6. So I'll be looking forward to the DLC update for Forza Horizon 6, in fact. Welcome if you just joined us, by the way. So we'll be looking forward to that.
What miracle did you want me to perform? Better than when she came in, that's for sure.
And these, I don't know if anybody's there in the chat, but I was going to say, what do people reckon about these exclusives? These exclusive games coming back on Xbox, because Xbox wouldn't start releasing the multiplat. And I was never bothered about exclusives. I don't think exclusives sell consoles. I mean, people might think, well, that's a stupid thing to say. Look at the game. No, but by far the most popular games on PlayStation are multi-platform games. I'm not saying people don't get a PlayStation to play some of these PlayStation games, you know, but come on, it's most of the circles are red, but this one's green. Yeah, obviously the odd person's going to buy the console just to play the exclusives, but it's not the main reason people buy a PlayStation. People buy a PlayStation because it's the best place to play the multiplats, because for whatever reason, to me, with PlayStation, it's a brand sort of thing. It's the brand. It's just got it's I guess a more iconic brand than Xbox, and then, you know, Xbox ruined its brand in 2013 with that poor Don Matrick performance. Plus, PlayStation was a stronger brand back then. They just released, well, not a poor console, but kind of shot themselves in their own foot, didn't they, with the PS3? It was too much too soon. The Blu-ray player are nothing to sell it for, well, raise the price of the consoles straight away at launch, so it was more expensive than the 360. But yeah, I don't think these exclusives sell the consoles. I just think it's going to damage. I should think it's going to damage Gears of War. I don't see anybody buying a console, an Xbox console, just to play Gears of War. You know what would sell consoles? In fact, Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon. I'm telling you, there would have been so many people that would buy like a Series S that's got a PlayStation just to play Forza Horizon. But now that's going to come out on PlayStation. If they had any sense about them, they'd probably not do that if they want to go down this exclusive route, but I feel like lots of people that end up buying these Xbox games that go to PlayStation were people that were just never going to play them because they were never going to get an Xbox. And there's so many people that are like that on Xbox. There's so many people that would buy the odd PlayStation game, or the odd player that would buy a PlayStation game, but they're not going to go out and buy a PlayStation. Because it's the multiplats that sell the console. I find it hard to stream when nobody's watching, you know. It's like, God, how do some people sit here and like just waffle to themselves? It's, you know, it is a talent to just talk to yourself and then keep people engaged for so long. Anyway, I did have some things to talk about. But I kind of don't want to talk about them straight away because Nobody's watching. So I was going to talk about Clutch. I tweeted this about Clutch. So that's part 1 of the tweet. That's part 2 of the tweet. Which... So if you don't know about Clutch, I'll briefly explain it. I'll probably go into more depth about it later once more people are in. If more people join. So what Clutch is... Clutch is a racing game made by like former Forza Horizon devs and other British game developers. Street welcome. And what they've done, they've formed their own studio. They're making like a story-driven racing game. And obviously I've got an issue with it. Well, I've got concerns with it. My issue with the story is, I don't know why they've gone for this. Well, I'll read this tweet out. I said, I think they should have made it a driving RPG, where your choices and decisions shape the story and its outcome. The story they've gone with sounds boring and leaves a lot to be desired, though a niche audience may like. So you have to keep things short in a tweet. I've not got Twitter Blue, or whatever they call it. I'm more bothered about the gameplay. This is one thing that people are on about. The car models are good, and the customization's in depth. And it's like, okay, but what's the point in all of that if the gameplay is not up to standard? You know, if the gameplay is lacking, what's the point in any of it? That's like the most important thing in a driving game. Anyway, the story they've gone with like some sort of relatable sibling rivalry sort of thing, and I'll just. Who cares? I'm not bothered about that story whatsoever. I'm not. I'd also rather just create my own character and play. Well, it's like what I said. I'd rather they've made a driving RPG game. So like your choices within the game have an impact on the story itself and the outcome of that story. So there's multiple different endings, multiple different ways you could progress through it, vice versa. It increases the replay value of the game, and you also it doesn't like creating their own character as well in these sorts of games. But no, they've made it so you've got to play as this game. You've got to play as this game. It's like they've tried to make like a PlayStation exclusive story, but it's like a driving game sort of thing. In a way. It's a bit of a weird way of describing it, but yeah, I could not care. I'd be more interested in the story if they let me make my own character and my choices and decisions in the game dictated the outcome of the story. Like I said, not only does it feel like you're more of a part of the story yourself, it just increases replay value because there's different endings, so you can do multiple different playthroughs and the game still feel fresh. Which I think if you're going for more of a story-driven game, that's probably one of the most important things to do. What are you going to do that's going to increase the replay value of the game? Or is it just going to be a one-and-done sort of thing? Obviously, at the minute, there's limited details on the game, but it's just, like I said, it just leaves a lot to be desired, and then there's the concern with it being too arcadey. Now, the fact that it's too arcade is an issue because people prefer Simcade, like Forza Horizon. I'm not saying it needs to feel like Forza Horizon, but it needs to feel like a Simcade. It needs to feel in the same category as Forza Horizon. Because if it's just like some other Need for Speed or The Crew, you know, you're going to limit yourself with the audience that's going to be playing it. Because you're only going to get those players playing it. People that are into Need for Speed, people that are into The Crew. And I feel like they share the same players, whereas with Forza Horizon, you get people that play Forza Horizon that don't play any other racing games. This is even myself included. I don't play Need for Speed. I don't play The Crew. And I tell you now, the main reason why I don't bother with these other games is because they just don't feel as good as Forza Horizon. And that's the most important thing when it comes to a racing game. Good driving physics. This game that I'm playing out, GTA, GTA has better driving physics than The Crew and Need for Speed. It's not got better driving physics than Forza. But I'd rather play this over Need for Speed or The Crew. You know, online races in this. This is a better racing game. And yeah, I just don't want this clutch game to come out. Be a potential competitor, you know, to make all of these other games try harder around it, just for it to flop because the driving physics are subpar. I'm not necessarily bothered about them trying different things. It's just, how's the game going to feel? How's the game going to feel? Is it going to feel like Need for Speed? Because if it is, I'm not bothered. I'm really not bothered. I maybe try it once, but if like, let's say a Clutch 2 comes out, nah. They would have to make massive changes. They'd have to make it feel like a simcade. I don't know about anybody else. But yeah, I just... Arcade racing games, not for me. Not for me. I guess you can class Forza Horizon as an arcade racing game, but the thing is, the driving physics are simcade. It's a simcade game, not arcade. But yeah, compared to something like, I don't know, iRacing, it is an arcade game. So yeah, I'm worried that they've spent too much time trying to focus on, oh well, we need to make a story-driven racing game because, you know, we've been making Forza Horizon games where we've neglected the story, but, you know, Forza, I just hope they understand why Forza Horizon's so popular, because you get so many game developers these days that just, it feels like they don't understand why the game's so popular and the reason why, like, the games are so successful to begin with. And you know, this is what happened with PUBG. Yeah, okay, slightly different genre, but it's the same thing applies to them. The inability to realise why people are playing your game. So people played PUBG because of the expansiveness of it, how many people were in the lobby, the gunplay, the atmosphere, and they just went and ruined all that because they didn't realise any of that made the game so successful. It's just, no, we're not going to love anything that you do. I mean, they're Korean, so they've probably full of themselves. They've all got massive egos in Korea, haven't they? They all love themselves. So that doesn't help with PUBG, but yeah, if they actually identified what made the game so popular to begin with and expanded upon that, then the game probably would have done a lot better in the West than what it did. So basically, if you don't know what happened with PUBG, they did the opposite of what they needed to do because they didn't identify what made the game so great to begin with. So rather than coming out with maps that, you know, capitalised on why people played it, you know, the expansiveness, the gunplay, the atmosphere, they kind of did the opposite. They kind of looked at what other games were doing and did that, but in PUBG, and it's like, yeah, but you know, why would I go and play a faster paced battle royale like Apex? Apex was one of them. So when Apex came out, like in less than a year, they made a smaller map with 64 players on it. So how many's in Apex? Oh, it was how many's in Apex. So they made a smaller map. It's like, okay, you've just done this because Apex has done it, but it makes no sense because you've cut back on the expansiveness. It doesn't feel the same. The smaller map, okay, I'm not necessarily against a smaller map, but when we're lowering the player count, it's just, why? It's almost like when they did that, it was as if they were trying to make it, you know, like for an old console version, like a last gen version of the game. It's like, okay, we're going to cut back on a few things just so then we can make the game possible on like the 360 or something. yeah. They never did the right things with PUBG, and they still aren't really doing the right things with PUBG, but it's still around. The reason why it's still around is because so many people love its gunplay. That's the only thing it's got going for it now. And I don't even think they realise how lucky they are with the gunplay, because without the gunplay, then nobody would play. Nobody would play. It's only because the gunplay is better in PUBG than anything else out there. That's the only reason why people play. Do you know anything about the next update? I spent a fair bit talking about that at the start of the stream. Welcome, by the way. I'll go over it again briefly, though. So I put it in the title. I mainly put it in the title because people click on the stream after I've done streaming, so that's the first thing that they'll listen to. But basically, last month at some point, Tesfunds tweeted about GTA Plus ending on the 10th, which was... Not the 10th, sorry. On the 16th. It was going to end on the 16th, which would have been next Tuesday. But instead, it's going to be ending today. Let me get the website up. So you can see it's ending on the 10th, not the 16th. You can see it right there. This is on Rockstar's website. So, probably not going to get the DLC at the minute, even though it looked like last month we were going to get the DLC, because obviously they like to change the, you know, they update GTA Plus to coincide with an online update to give benefits for that online update, you know, like exclusive cars that were well added in that update. So, exactly what's going to happen now, I've no idea. We may find out today. We may find out today because it may get leaked again when GTA Plus is going to end. And if GTA Plus doesn't end on a Thursday, and it ends in updates on a Tuesday, that's probably when we're going to get an update. But it is about this time of year where we do get an update. You know what I should have done? I'm going to go and do it now. I'm going to go and do it now. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to check when the update came out last year in the summer. So it's 11 months ago. 17th of June. The 17th of June. So it would have been the 16th if it was going to come out the same sort of week. When was the 17th of June? What day was that? Tuesday. So yeah, it would have been the 16th, but it's looking like it's not going to be the 16th because GTA Plus are going to update it today. Well, to be honest, if it's not going to come out next week, then I don't think it'll be this month. I think it'll be next month at some point. I reckon it could be, that's 2025. We go back to 2026. I reckon it could be the 14th of July, if we are getting a summer update. And I'm just going on the fact that GTA Plus is normally there for a month before the updates come out. And all what happens is they'll extend it slightly just so then it does come out on the Tuesday. So rather than ending on the Thursday before the Tuesday, so rather than it ending on the, what would it be? Thursday the 9th? Rather ending on Thursday the 9th, a month after like it normally does, it'll be the 14th of July. So that was what was supposed to happen. This is what got leaked. It was supposed to end on the 16th, but that's not going to happen now. Let me have a drink. I've got a bit of like something in my chest. There we go. In fact, no, there we don't go. It's still there. Anyway. So yeah, hopefully something happens because this game's just... I wouldn't say it's... Well, it is boring. It's boring if you've played it to death, and yeah, you do rely on the content being added in, don't you, to enjoy the game now, but... It's just got to the point where there's just nothing happening. Nothing happening. Yeah, GTA 6 is around the corner, but... That's around the corner. Like, they treat this like a live service game, you know, with GTA Plus, and we just... Nothing happens. It just feels like nothing happens at this point in time. Or at this moment in time. I was on about this earlier as well. We used to get good updates, now we just don't get any good updates, and nobody's bothered about the game anymore. Like, they've killed the game off, even though they want people to play the game for GTA Plus, but they've killed the game off just by not giving us good updates. And yeah, I've said before, I get they're making GTA 6, but they're making so much money, and you know, it's just one of the most popular games out there. You'd expect them to have like a half-decent, you know, dedicated development team for GTA Online to make decent updates leading up to GTA 6, but no. No. Because, like, okay, maybe not recently. I get why they wouldn't have done good updates recently, because what's the point in releasing a good update now if, you know, the content's only going to be utilised for only a few months before GTA 6, but 2 or 3 years ago, we definitely should have been getting better updates than what we got. Some of them just not memorable at all, are they? You know how it is. Yeah, some of the updates just weren't rememberable. Like, you struggle to remember some of the DLC updates, and I can name you all the DLC updates from, like, probably Doomsday Heist onwards, like Doomsday After Hours, Arena Wars, then, you know, the casino update, Damn Casino Heist. Okay, Summer Special was a bit iffy, but I feel like the Summer Special it wasn't entirely to do with COVID. I think the Summer Special was mainly to do with them also making the Ceeday Heist update. So yeah, we had Ceeday Heist update, Los Santos Tuners, and I don't like it, but what is it? The contracts. I don't really like that update, but people did like the contracts. Even Criminal Enterprises after the contracts. Even that didn't really... I mean, it changed a fair bit of content in the game and added like lots of new vehicles. I did like the new vehicles in that. It was actually a good time in GT Online, that. It was an underrated update. And what came out in... See, this is where it gets a bit weird, like winter 2022. What came out in winter 2022? I've no idea. GTA Online winter 2022 update. What was it? I'll go, oh yeah, when I see it. High Life. Oh no, it's Drug Wars. Why did it say High Life there? High Life's ages ago. You see what I mean? Like Drug War. Like, no one's... Like, that content is just not relevant anymore. Well, people still do play Chaos. People still do, like, you know, the Los Santos Tuna stuff. The Damn Casino Heist and etc. Like the nightclub stuff, because the passive business. Even the Doomsday Heist. And the casino. People go in the casino all the time. Even if it's just to spin the wheel. You always see nice cars come in. What are the updates? And then, when was San Andreas Mercenaries? $2023, I doubted myself. San Andreas Mercenaries doesn't feel like it was 3 years ago.
Our people don't have heart attacks. Fine, I'll bring you home some toast.
What do you rate? What was the winter update in 2023 now? Chop Shop. See, like this. this is getting to a point where, well, like the chop shop stuff, it was 3 years this year. It's a fair bit ago of that. And then remember bottom dollar bounties. I know that's the next update after that. And then Agents of Sabotage. Agents of Sabotage. We love Agents of Sabotage, don't we? And then you had Money Fronts. Last summer. And then we had A Safe House in the Hills. Like the things you can do solo. Remember when you played it when it first came out? What the update? But yeah, the updates since like 22 and onwards have just not memorable at all. Just there's no real reason to play the content that they added in either. It's just not long-lasting content. It's not content that's worth jumping on and playing. Okay, you can play through it one time, get all of the medals or whatever. But outside of that, there's just no reason to go back and revisit it. Whereas, you know, like with the Diamond Casino Ice, there was so, like, we still play that today. We still play that today. It's still good content to play today. And that was added in more than half of this game's lifetime ago. More than half of this game's lifetime ago. That was added in. So for the majority of the time this game's been out, we've had the Diamond Casino Ice. And it's getting that way for KO. Okay, it would be another year, but it's getting that way for KO. KO's been in a long time. But yeah, I do hope that we get an update for this game. I don't really want to leave it. I don't really want to leave it there with A Safe House in the Hills, really. I mean, they've alluded to doing another update, haven't they? Exactly what's going to be in it, I don't know. But they could have always changed the plans or something like that. So we've got no official confirmation, but yeah, it did get leaked that, well, supposedly got leaked that GTA Plus was going to end on the 16th. It's not going to end on the 16th because it's going to end on the 10th because it says on Rockstar's website. So we may find out later on today. When we next find out when GTA Plus is going to end. So yeah, welcome if you just joined us. Well, yeah, hopefully there is an update. If it looks like there's going to be an update, hopefully there is an update. Because, I don't know, it'd be just a good send-off for this game. One last update. Who wouldn't want one final update for this game? Not gone weird on OBS, has it? Nah, my mic disconnected if you didn't hear that. Are you online, Street? Yeah, Street's online. Online mission. Are you playing the community missions? There's one that I need to play. This is one that I didn't play. You want to see a good send-off? You've played it for many years. It's been like a... I wouldn't say it's been a slow and steady decline. It was quite a sudden decline, really, with this game. Because you had the good updates, and then all of a sudden in 2022, we just didn't have any good updates. Like from 2022 onwards to about like 2017 to about 2021. The update's a day and night difference. It was always like, well, we've had all these good updates in the past, maybe we'll get another good update at some point, but no, it just never happened. Playing the detective one. I've played them all, there's just one that I need to play. Did they add the other one in? They did. I'm going to play this because it wasn't there last week. Bulldog, welcome. Took him around to look at the updates, but best not to play much after he was looking at the cars. And you like the new car? Yeah, that's the main thing people like in the updates, the new cars. Especially now the content itself that they add in is not really that good, and it's just kind of like... It seems like they put minimal amount of effort into them just because... I don't know, maybe they've got a smaller development team. But GTA Online, that's what it feels like. It feels like lots of the content that, you know, like the vehicles, it's just ported from GTA 6. It feels like we only get updates now on this game just to keep GTA Plus ticking over. If anything now, it kind of feels like the last update was like a real send-off for the game. If we do get another update, it's just going to be nothing really. It's just going to be the usual, just a few cars and that's it. Probably not even that many cars in this update. So even that, the weekly updates have been crap for ages. Yeah, but if the content's not good, then what's the point in the weekly updates? The weekly updates are only good if the content's good. I've got a smaller one now. Right, let's play this. Let's play this. What game's everybody looking forward to instead of GTA 6 anyway? Because obviously GTA 6 would be the most obvious thing. What's this supposed to be, like a 1950s sort of thing? Let me look at the cars. The black and white filter. This game still has lots of good races or missions, etc. They just never put them on double. Well, some missions need more than double for them to be worthwhile playing. Fishman, welcome. What is this interior?
At its Fishman
66 months,
thanks
let's
for
go.
becoming a member. At its Fishman
that was
13
so loud,
celebrates 66 months of membership.
Put mine in as well. Get that out of the way. Playing Forza Horizon 6, yeah, lots of people are playing Forza Horizon 6.
At solo_Supra, thanks for becoming a member. At solo_Supra
Investigate the
celebrates
areas.
66 months of membership.
So this wasn't in the game last week when the missions first came out, and this seems like it could be one of the most intricate ones yet. What is going on around here? Is that all you've got to do? Okay. I get you're limited in the creator, but this is a bit shoddy. If all you've got to do is just go to every single location like this. Like you're just driving into a checkpoint. Have I ever been in this car park? Yeah, it's probably one of the better ones. What have I got to do now? I don't think any of the other ones had subtitles like this. Yeah, because of the lack of voice acting. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that game as well. It's old lag shot. Who's the gangster? This guy. Is that his bodyguard? Okay, maybe not. It's crashed into him. So aside from Forza Horizon 6, is there any other game anybody else is looking forward to? Because we had the showcases this week, didn't we? Well, last week. Is there anything that's caught your eye outside of Forza Horizon 6? Which is already out, by the way, and GTA 6. Anybody in the chat? What I've got to do is just kill him when I get here. I've got to follow him inside. Motor Town, I've not even heard of that. Can't even talk. Not even heard of that. When I got lock on, where's my reticle? Did they disable my reticle? See that?
Get the fuck out of here! Focus on. God damn! What the fuck?
Feels weird. Look at that. Why is that happening? It's moving on its own. In this mission. God, this game's so weird, isn't it, with the inputs? Guys, welcome if you've just joined us. If you are enjoying, feel free to leave a like and also subscribe. I saw her down the street. It's not too far away. But yeah, I didn't think any of those game showcases were that good. I mean, it's Gears of War E-Day, but even then, I've got my issues with Gears of War E-Day. I don't have to kill these. These are just chase units, aren't they? Nothing to do with the objective. It's weird because normally there's like more dead zone in first person, and now in this mission in particular, because they've done something, there's less dead zone. So my anti-dead zone is just making it so I'm moving like that without touching anything. have to go? I've got to go and kill the guy from the start. Is this what I'm doing?
Cover me, homie.
Is that it? I thought there would have been something else after it. I guess not. Okay, that was one of the best missions. You'll see what I mean now. When I go back into a normal lobby, you'll see that my character just won't move like that in first person. Just won't look around and turn on its own. So look, you see what I mean? She's not doing it now. That's so weird. Why in that mission, like, was the dead zone different? Anyway, I think there's one more that I need to play. And it's the one that I don't like. You have to play them all to get the challenge done, don't you? To get the 500,000. This is the only one that I've not played because it was the one that got added in the other month. But yeah, like Gears of War and Halo. So this Halo campaign evolved. I just feel like you've got people making those two games in particular that just don't understand the original source material. Like they've gone to make, oh, okay, E-Day is its own thing. And what I said is probably more relevant to Halo campaign evolved. But the same kind of applies for both. I mean, just... There were women. Look, it's almost like we've lowered the quality of writing just to adhere to like cultural Marxist standards. Like, there were female characters in Gears of War, 1 to 3, that fit naturally into the game. Nobody had an issue with them, and now it's like you can't get female characters without them being like some sort of bloody.
Are you looking to rile me, kiddo?
Well, you know the types of female characters you get in games now. So yeah. So if you've not seen much on Gears of War, you can imagine what the female characters are like and what they look like. But that with Halo is just insane. Like that, like the term, the term slop. Saying something's slop, it's a bit overused now. But my God, that is slop. That's the one time where I'm going to say it. That is just slop. So, okay, we're just going to do Halo on Unreal Engine 5. It just looks like Unreal Engine. Whoever's made it doesn't understand the original source material. Yeah. Old Gears of War. You see, Gears of War is pretty good. think ED looks better than this campaign Evolved, but both have like got issues with them both, obviously. Shock, I've got an issue with a game. The problem, Ferguson, welcome. You wonder what we'll get? What, for the update or this weekly update? Oh yeah, you got to parachute down. Let me just get out of here. I'll continue saying what I was going to say. Kind of lost my train of thought there. So I'm going to die jumping off the building because I pulled my parachute too late. I was talking about Halo. See these things, you know, like Halo. It's not just Halo. You've got other games that are similar to Halo. Bless you. And I don't mean in like a similar sort of universe, but you get all these games that have got in-depth lore. So there's loads of different games you can make. I keep sneezing, sorry. There's loads of different games you can make when you've got games that are rich, you know, that have got a lot of lore to go alongside them. And Halo just gets nothing. There's all these games you could make with Halo. Just gets nothing. Bless you. I keep sneezing, sorry. What even is this? I can't be bothered doing this at this time. I keep sneezing as well. Double money on Cave Treasure Chest. We're back. Yeah, we are. But yeah, with them making Gears of... I was going to say Gears of War 5, Gears of War E-Day, Xbox exclusive. I wonder if they're going to do that with Forza Horizon 6. I've got some pictures to show you. You'll see what I mean. If you've not seen this Halo campaign Evolved, you'll just see what I'm on about. It just looks like Unreal Engine 5 slop. That's all it is. Like, if you see the game, I've not got gameplay to show you, but the gameplay, you know the AI. If you're playing a single player, you expect the AI to be fun to fight, don't you? But the AI looks dumber than in 2001. It's like, this is 25 years ago, and the AI is worse than what it was in 2001. How have we gone backwards after so long? So much time has passed, and the AI is worse. And this is a thing, like, I'm worried that the gameplay is going to be inferior to the original. Well, the gameplay will be inferior to the original. And the problem then, it's like, well, what's the point? What's the point in playing this campaign Evolved if, you know, the superior way to play the game is by playing the original? What's the point? If the gameplay's good, if the gameplay's better than the original, then yeah, okay, I can look past the fact that they've not understood the original source material when it comes to the world building, but gameplay, nah. Oh, what back? What? Forza or this GTA update? Yeah, I was waffling about Halo, but it's just... It's incredible what they've done to it. Incredible isn't like the bad sort of incredible. Game's already dead. Shadow, welcome. And then you see people just lapping it up as well, as if, oh my, it's really good. And it's like, God. Do you not understand what made the games, like the original, so great? Basically what I'm on about there, you'll get people that just look forward to a new game coming out without thinking much about it, so they just assume it's going to be really good. And then like years down the line they're like, well actually it wasn't that good, was it? What game's already dead? Forza. Rockstar celebrate events with music artists but don't recognise world events when being hosted in their country. What's that in? What you're on about there with that? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I don't like that mode. I'm not bothered about it. I can't wait to finish this mission just so I can go and blow my nose. That sneezing fit earlier. There's a helicopter. I just weren't paying attention. I've got some screenshots to show you anyway, so I'll show you the screenshots afterwards. I mean, it's nothing that isn't already publicly available, obviously, but and there is gameplay on both of these. I've not got gameplay, so right. 2 seconds. Right, I'm back. Right, so that's those missions complete. You know this one, running the gauntlet last week when I played it? God, that was so annoying, wasn't it? If anybody watched that. So annoying. Guys, if you're behind on the stream, click the like button. Has anybody seen this? This clutch racing game? This is what I said about it, if you want to read the tweet there. Like, I would have much preferred them if they were going to make a story-driven racing game to make like an RPG game. So like you create your own character and your choices and decisions throughout the game have an impact on the game's outcome. I'm just not really bothered about this. You know what I mean? When it's just like some sort of bullshit story they've added to the game. That's like, oh, it's relatable sibling. No, it's not relatable sibling rivalry. I don't have any siblings. Even then, people aren't probably going to still like whatever. I'm not really bothered about it. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see with the story, but hopefully it's not too arcadey. I don't want the game to be arcadey because if the game isn't arcadey, what's the point in playing it over Forza? Like a Telltale game. Not even that. Maybe you know, like maybe like a Bethesda. You know, like Fallout, but it's not Fallout, is it? It's obviously not Fallout, but yeah, that sort of thing. You have to make choices throughout the game that have an impact on the outcome of the story. I know who's wrote the game as well, because I want to know like the prior work, and I only want to know the prior work just so then I can get an idea of what the story is going to be like. Because it's okay. I'm not really that bothered about the story, but if that is like one of the things that they're focused on for the game and kind of makes the game what it is, then okay. I want to know if the story is going to be good, basically. So I want to know who's written the game. Who has written the game? And I don't think we know. I don't think we know the writers. I just want to look at the past work. That's all. Anyway, we had Gears of... You know what? After everything that I said about Gears of War, at least they've made some interesting gameplay changes that's going to be interesting to check out when the game comes out. And also, at least Gears of War still looks like Gears of War. Okay, the characters' faces look a bit weird. But Gears of War still looks like Gears of War. Which is fairly good. I think this screenshot's pretty good. This screenshot's pretty good. I kind of don't like how saturated it looks at the same time, because like, they seem to make these games really saturated now, and like the colour palette always matched the tone of the game in Gears of War. It always had like a more muted colour palette, and it worked for what it was. But now you've got all of these colours that are there. Vibrant colours as well. See, like the red, it just wouldn't have been that red in the past. But this is it. So this is Halo. And he just... It kind of looks AI generated. This is what people say about it. Like, a lot of it looks AI generated. Not saying they have AI generated it, but that's, you know... they're basically saying it's like the game's lacking soul. It doesn't have anything going for it like the original did. And you can see from the screenshots. Okay, this screenshot isn't too bad. This screenshot isn't too bad. You see what I mean? It's just so... I don't like the jackal shields. The jackal shields look a bit too transparent. They need to be more clear and obvious. The AI, the big thing with this game is the AI. The AI just looks inferior to the originals. And what's the point? If the AI isn't as fun to fight, then what's the point in playing this over the original? It's a game at the end of the day. So this forerunner structure that they're in, it's like the architecture you're looking at if you don't know Halo stuff, the architecture in here. So this was never shiny back in the day. And there's like bits of glass in there as well, and now they've just made it like this. It just doesn't, it's not right. It just isn't. It doesn't capture what the original had going for it. Not at all. Like, this is like Halo Infinite, not Combat Evolved. Another screenshot. Not really too much to say about that. And then you've got this screenshot. So this screenshot is interesting. So this level... Let me make the screenshot smaller. So this level is the 5th level, I believe. Yeah, it's the 5th level. So this is the 5th level in the game. And it was always like... It wasn't sunny, but it wasn't foggy. It was a bit moody, if you get what I'm saying. But it was bright at the same time. It had a very particular look to it. And they've just completely thrown that to one side and just gone, you know what, we'll make it sunny because lighting and shadows, graphics. And it's just completely messed with the atmosphere of the level. If you saw gameplay, you'd be able to understand, and there's probably not more that I'm able to talk about, but I don't know so much I can say from these screenshots, but yeah. But yeah, that clutch racing game, very skeptical, very skeptical. Very skeptical. I just think, like, if they're just... What is the gameplay going to be like in that? It's all right them going, oh, we've got these car models and you can customize... Look, you can customize the interior of the car, yeah. Okay, all of this customization, even exterior customization as well. All of this customization is great. Don't get me wrong. But what's the point? What's the point in all of it if the gameplay's not good? Because there's no point... If the gameplay's not good, there's no point in me playing. And that's crashed already, but that's by far, right? That's by far why so many people play Forza Horizon. For the gameplay, the driving physics are just unrivaled by any other game in its genre. Okay, these sim games, these, you know, where you're racing around the track like iRacing, okay, yeah, the driving physics are more realistic in that, and if you prefer racing in those games, yeah, you're gonna prefer that. But it's a different genre. But, you know, like, comparing Forza Horizon to Need for Speed, like, Forza Horizon does so much better than Need for Speed because the driving physics are so much better. 100%. 100%. So, yeah, when it comes to this clutch racing game, like, if it's too arcadey, and it's not like a simcade sort of feel, I don't see it competing with Forza Horizon because, like I said, the main reason why people play Forza Horizon is the driving physics. Like, what other game offers an open world experience with driving physics as good as that? You know, there isn't one. Okay, some people may prefer these more arcadey games, I'm not saying that, but the vast majority of people prefer Forza Horizon because of its driving physics. That is it. Is the update out now? Well, the weekly update? No, the weekly update won't be out for like another 40 minutes. So yeah, with that clutch, it's going to be interesting because it kind of feels like they're betting on the story doing like a lot of the heavy lifting. Or do you want to play a racing game? Well, it's a story-driven racing game. As if like people are missing story-driven racing games when it's... I kind of feel like story-driven racing games died off on their own accord. No, nobody else feel like that. Who gives a shit about the story in a driving game? You know, if people gave a shit about a story in a driving game, you know, the Forza Horizon wouldn't do as well as what it does. Thanks for streaming, by the way. No worries. I mean, I stream every week anyway. More of an NFS replacement. That's kind of what it feels like, doesn't it? Need for Speed mixed with Forza Horizon in a way. But not Forza Horizon's driving physics. It's more like, it's going to be more like Forza Horizon's world building more than anything with that game. The world building will be similar to Forza Horizon. And that'll be it. I just worry that the driving physics are just going to feel like shit. You got bored of Forza Horizon 6 fast? What did you do in it though? Miss story-based racing games. And look, I'm not saying nobody misses them. Just, you know, if we're going to generalise a group of players, then yeah, people in general aren't bothered about them. You want to play your own way in racing games? I don't know, there's a lot to do in Forza Horizon 6. There's a lot to do. I think the thing with Forza Horizon 6, it relies on players being like completionists. Like, do you want to go and do all of these events? Do you want to free-star everything? Do you want to, do you want to play rivals and set time in rivals on everything just to complete the journal? Do you want to, take the photos of the cars? It does rely on people being completionists. I do often think myself sometimes the need to lean into the road racing more rather than just doing dirt racing. It's almost like there isn't enough races in the game. Like, there are plenty of road races in the game, don't get me wrong, but I'd like there to be more. Like, all Need for Speed or... Well... I don't know. To be honest, I feel like most people weren't that bothered about the stories in Need for Speed. I'm not saying there weren't people that were bothered about them. I just feel like Need for Speed was good back in the day. Like, people like most wanted because it's just it's a racing game. You get to customize the cars. The cops chase you, and nobody had played a game like that before. You try and learn how to make a good road racing. Well, like a track on Forza. Making tracks on Forza is a bit annoying, having to get the driving line correct for people. Because it draws out the driving line as you do the checkpoints. So you've got to kind of like plot the route in your head and drive around it. and drive on, you know, well, the apex. You've got to drive around and draw the apex in manually. That's at Ceeday, the World Cup, doesn't it? Who's bothered about the World Cup? I can't say I'm not bothered about it, you know. Welcome if you just joined us, by the way. You're not bothered about it. I don't think many people are. It's a bit annoying that it's in America because it's one of those, because like they're behind everyone else. It's just one of those, you know, they play at dodgy times. They play at dodgy times where nobody else is going to be able to watch. Like it's either, it's going to be on at a decent time, like in the evening, but it's only a decent time if you're like in Europe and Africa. Like these matches will be on in the night during, you know, well, like in Asia and whatnot. Whatnot being Australia. And then these later matches are going to be on whilst, you know, people are at work in Australia and people are going to be asleep in Europe and Africa. So you're not really going to see anything unless you're American. Like well, in South American. Bulldog says it's something to watch. It's going to be 3:23 AM for you. Less than another years. You see what I don't like about the World Cup? I mean, it's probably because I'm in England. You get so many people that. I get it. I don't mind them being optimistic, but then it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna do it. It's like they expect to win. I don't feel like it's like that anymore. But there's been points in the past where they're like, almost like they've expected to win something because it's been that long. I'd never bet on England winning. You know, never. I'm not going to be one of these that, you know, do these predictions as well and be like, oh, I reckon England's gonna make it all the way to the final. No. No. That's what time it is right now for you. Like, God knows where you are. Wouldn't even know. I was 6 hours. Never mind, you're 6 hours behind. I think you're 6 hours in front. That's my bad. That's my bad. No, but for real, with this game, I just wish there was something to jump on and play. I just feel like there's just nothing to do. We just drive around the map waffling now. It's just like it. We're just here yapping. Talking about whatever. Yap. Talking about... I don't even know. Don't even know what we were talking about 5 minutes ago. Brain rot, probably. If I can't remember what we were talking about 5 minutes ago. Pure brain rot. Right, let me repair my car. Your line street. It's street in the lobby. What's RedLester always on Fortnite? It's not even a lie now. Surprised that I'm not on Forza. Well, I decided to play GTA on stream, just not played it on stream for a while.
Here for the magic touch.
And you know what I did this week? In fact, you know, I did this yesterday. When did I do it? I started it on Tuesday and completed it yesterday. I never played the Lego DLC on Forza Horizon 4. And I went on Forza Horizon 4 just to like compare the world building. What game has the best atmosphere? And I ended up doing the Lego DLC. I never did it. Like, the Lego DLC is actually alright. I'm not a Lego fan, but the Lego DLC itself was alright. It's probably one of the better DLC updates. I think it's better than like the Hot Wheels stuff we've been getting. Like the Hot Wheels stuff that we've got in Forza Horizon 3 and Forza Horizon 5. I mean, in Forza Horizon 5, it kind of felt like, well, what's the point? We already did this in Forza Horizon 3. And at the time when it came out in Forza Horizon 3, it was alright, but it had its time. I was a fan, but not that much of a fan to be like, yeah, let's bring it back in Forza Horizon 5. What, you like the third game, Forza Horizon 3? I think lots of people like Forza Horizon 3. It's a good game, but the thing with Forza Horizon 3 is I think it lacks a lot of content that came, you know, with these newer games. Starting from like Forza Horizon 4 onwards. I just think there's more to do in Forza Horizon 4 than what there is Forza Horizon 3. It's had its time, the Hot Wheels DLC, so it's a bit weird when they brought it back in Horizon 5, and you know, they brought it back in Horizon 5. Did I play it? Even the Rally DLC, I didn't play the Rally DLC. So with the Rally DLC, like, lots of people don't really like dirt racing in Forza Horizon. They just want to do road racing, and yeah, I'm one of them. I don't want to do... I wasn't bothered about it. You know, work on a rally race for your friend in Forza Horizon 6. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the DLC updates. You know, the DLC updates in Forza Horizon 6. Because I enjoy some of the things that they added in to Forza Horizon 6, you know, like the journal stuff. I won't do everything in the journal, but if there's something to complete in the journal that I don't mind doing, I will do it, just to complete it. I can't be arsed taking pictures of the cars, though. That's one thing I cannot be bothered to do. I can't be bothered. I'll collect the cars, I'll do the car collection, but taking photos of every single car, no. It's too long-winded to take the photographs, that's why. What makes like a cross-country event? Because they're in the game, aren't they? Cross-country, like half of it's on the road, half of it's not. Saying that, I feel like some of the off-road races in Forza Horizon 6 weren't that bad. Some of them were pretty bad, though. But some were alright. You're the opposite. Can challenge a player to an impromptu race. Free roam, but it's like having fun. Especially when the snow's gone. What, in Forza? Yeah, but it's not as bad as Forza Horizon 4 because, you know, the snow doesn't affect... It doesn't have an effect on the road anymore, does it? Well, in fact, no. There's road temperature, and road temperature affects your grip. So that's why in summer, it felt like there was... You know, when the game first came out, it felt like there was a ton of grip. Like, the game felt grippier than what it normally does. And that's why. Like, the tyres just feel... you know, like, the best tyres feel a lot better than what they were in the past, just because the tyre temperature in summer. Well, the road temperature. You put some nice effort into making a nice pic for the cars. See, I don't mind taking the odd picture now and again. I just can't. Fuck, all of the cars in the game. Nah, I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. Yeah, summer's probably the best for Forza. Don't get me wrong, I like the seasons. I like the seasons, and I wouldn't want them gone. But summer's probably the best season. Yeah, welcome if you just joined us, by the way. Guys, if you are enjoying, feel free to leave a like and also subscribe. I appreciate it. I wonder how long it's going to be, in fact, before I get more details on that clutch. Clutch racing game. Clutch is an upcoming, highly anticipated open-world cinematic action driving game from Maverick Games. Founded by former Forza Horizon 5 creative director Mike Brown. The game is slated to release in 2027. It's in a vibrant, slightly expanded recreation of Monaco and the French Riviera. So this is basically Forza Horizon 2, but with Monaco. The game blends high-end professional circuit racing with gritty underground street racing. That's one thing that they should have done more in Forza Horizon 6. I feel like they did Forza Horizon 6, and there's just so much of Japanese car culture that is just left absent. I do feel like with maybe a small selection of Japanese cars, like, I don't know, maybe about 20 cars, if that, they should have really gone in depth with the customization on them and made like an underground race scene. Because you've got street racing, but let's have some like underground races, let's say, which is like street races, but there's more cars. You drive through the city more often, that sort of thing, and you're just limited to those cars as well, you know, with the customization. Something like that. It's just a bit weird that they've just gone and done Forza Horizon 6 in Japan. It's just a Forza Horizon game in Japan, and that's all it is. It doesn't really do anything that much different. I mean, they've gone with what works, but they've not really gone, okay, let's try and do something slightly different with it being in Japan and add something that we wouldn't normally add into the game, just, you know, to make it feel like, okay, you're in Japan. Because there's times where it's just like, I don't know. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, it's just they could have done more. And especially how long we had to wait for the game as well. Drifting DLC. They could do like a drifting DLC. They could do that. You know what? Looking back now on Forza Horizon 5, I can't believe how bad the DLC updates were, because the DLC, you know, Fortune Island and the Lego DLC in Forza Horizon 4, both of those were pretty good. I enjoyed Fortune Island, and I enjoyed the Lego DLC, even though it took me until the bloody Tuesday and yesterday to play through it. But I enjoyed it. The map's good. You know, the Lego Island one might be the best DLC map. Might be the best DLC map. I've driven around Lego Island before, obviously, but after playing all the races on it, it probably is the best DLC map. I can't think of any other DLC map that would be better than it. I don't know what anybody else thinks. If you play the DLCs. Like the Rally DLC on Forza Horizon 5, by the way. You know what? On Forza Horizon 4, I do remember like revisiting the DLC updates now and again, just to drive around the maps. And it's just something that I've never done on Forza Horizon 5. I can't remember the last time I played the Lego stuff on Forza Horizon 5. I can't remember the last time I went to the... I don't even know what the other map's called. You know, the rally map. I don't even know. Because obviously you've got Fortune Island and Lego Speed Champions on Forza Horizon 4 and on Forza Horizon 5. You've got the Hot Wheels. I don't even know. The rally stuff, I don't even know. That was something I was disappointed about at the Xbox Showcase, the lack of Forza Horizon. I know the game's out. I wasn't expecting them to announce the DLC update, but it would have been nice to, you know, get any insights to what Series 2 is going to be like. Guys, welcome if you just joined us. I appreciate it. Who is online? Just Street. We may have to play Forza Horizon 6 in bonus time just because there's nothing to do on this game. I mean, we played the missions, didn't we? We played the community missions, but it's not like anything's going to change today with the weekly updates. It's like a continuation. Let's have a look. So, complete all 7 community missions to receive 500,000 GTA dollars. So that's like from last week as well, by the way. I'm sure. There's another weekly. Well, there's a weekly challenge. Sell $500,000 worth of special cargo to be rewarded with 500,000 and the Rockstar Razor Age T-shirt. Triple cash and RP on overtime rumble. Triple cash and RP on Eden caches. 4 times cash and RP on treasure chests. There's just nothing. Yeah. I kind of hope that they do other parts of Japan. I just hope I wouldn't mind them doing something like Lego again, but not Lego, if that makes any sense. You know what, Shadow? I was thinking about those yesterday. I'm not even joking. I was thinking about those yesterday because I saw the series history stuff. And I just thought, you know what? They used to do videos, didn't they? Like a live stream sort of thing, going through them. Talking you through them. I can't remember the last time I saw anything like that for Forza. Can't remember the last time I saw that on Forza Horizon 5. If they ever did it at all. They may have done, but I know they did them throughout Forza Horizon 4. I remember those. I think lots of people want to go to Mount Fuji in Forza Horizon 6. So we'll see if they do it. I wouldn't be surprised if they do something like Fujimi Kaido though. So like Fujimi Kaido is like a fictional map from Forza Horizon. Not Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport. It's actually in the new Forza Motorsport as well, Fujimi Kaido. Yeah, welcome if you just joined us, by the way. So the streams around the time it dropped on PlayStation. I just never remember watching them. I mean, they could have done them, but then again, my screen's gone black. I don't know if you can still see it. Yeah, you can still see it. I just can't see it on my monitor. There we go. I just weren't bothered about Forza Horizon 5. I just don't like the game. There's just something about it. The map. It's like it's the worst one. It's the worst one by far. The worst map. I never really felt like going back and playing it. Whether I didn't even necessarily dislike the gameplay, I don't know. 4 was better. 6 could be the best one. Brilliant. What was with the desync there then? You see that? Look weird. Come and pick me up, Street. Where are you, Street? I'll drive over to Street. Snow's gone later on in Forza. It's not going to be around much longer. The cherry blossom stuff's going to be back today. Well, the cherry blossom trees never go, but the cherry blossom will be on the trees again. Well, yeah, they'll be back today. I'm looking forward to getting that car today as well. Don't know what you call it. I can see it in my head, written down, but yeah. Guys, welcome if you just joined us. If you're enjoying, feel free to leave a like and also subscribe. I appreciate it. I tell you, you know the Horizon Rush things? They're supposed to be like showcases, aren't they? The showcases in Forza Horizon 6 aren't as good as the previous games. About 6 hours. Yeah, it's normally about, I think it's about 3:30 my time. I know when the game came out, I mean Fishman were first playing it, the season changed them. I'm sure it's about 3:30. I'm never online to see when it refreshes, but I'm sure it's about 3:30 from what I remember. We probably will go on Forza Horizon in like 10 minutes as well. Just because there's nothing to do on this game. We need an update for this game, don't we? In fact, we just need GTA 6 now. Like, they've neglected this game for long enough. We just need GTA 6. Let's just... Once GTA 6 comes out, you just know that they're actually going to try with the content that they add in, rather than just, doing bare minimal just to keep GTA Plus ticking over. That's one thing about going over to GTA 6. The content that they'll be adding into the game will be half decent, at the least. Whereas at the minute, you just know it's just whatever. It's just whatever, isn't it? The thing is with GTA 6, though, when it comes out, it's going to be just missing a lot of content that we take for granted in this game, because there's, this game's had like 13 years worth of updates almost. So yeah, what's going to be missing in GTA 6 that people just take for granted in this? Is it going to be something like the creator? Is the creator going to be there straight away? I don't think it will be. How long is it going to take for them to do everything for the creator? What's going to be in the creator? That's going to be something, in fact. How are they going to improve the creator? Are they going to give you more tools in the creator? Are they going to give you terrain tools in the creator? Make your own terrain. That could be interesting, couldn't it? Would be good. Would be good. Are you going to be able to build your own road systems if you can make your own terrain? That sort of thing. Would be good. Byron, welcome. You finally won it, did you? It's a pain trying to get them off the auction house as well, because they'll get bought out instantly, don't they? I've got a few of those as well. GTA 6 is a myth. You want the update or GTA 6? You're getting ready to play on Xbox. But interesting. I don't know. This, like, the next trailer for GTA 6 could be interesting, but I just want to see the gameplay. Like, we've had all these games that have been announced recently, and they've showed you like 20 odd minutes worth of gameplay. Okay, it wasn't 20 odd minutes worth of gameplay for Gears of War, but it was like 20 odd minutes of gameplay for Halo CE. And then we get GTA 6. It's like we just see nothing. No gameplay. No gameplay. So if we get another trailer and it's just like the same as the other trailers that we've already had, I'll just not be bothered about it. I'll not be bothered about it. I couldn't care. We know what the game looks like. We know what the characters are like now. I'm just not really bothered about anything else other than seeing what it's like to play the game. Yeah, that gets sold in seconds. I've got a few of those as well. I did have a few of those. I think I tried putting them up for somebody to buy, and they just get bought out instantly, and you just can't get them. What the hell happened there? That was weird. You know what, I don't think they will have changed the mission design. I don't think they've... Okay, yeah, the mission design needs improving upon, but I don't think they need to change it. The safe thing to do would be to keep it like how it normally is, because they know it's a successful thing. They know people are going to buy the game. People are going to buy the game regardless. It doesn't really matter, does it? But I just think they're going to stick with tried and tested. Techy Drift Mustang, what, the Forza Horizon Edition one? Forza Horizon Edition 1, I haven't really used. I got loads of those as well. I think Street bought 2 of them. Well, I think the Mustangs are quite easy to buy because, well, I put loads at one time and they didn't get bought out straight away. The Street ended up buying it, one of them. Did you buy 2 of them? Either bought 2 Mustangs and one of the, I don't know what the Porsche's called, but that Forza Edition Porsche. Game of them are ready to come out this year or next year. I don't know. This game's I'm going to be playing. Halo Campaign Evolved, I've played that, but I'm sceptical about it. Gears of War ED, I'll play that. Also GTA 6. Next year, I've no idea. Probably that Clutch. That's coming out next year, isn't it? But even then, I don't know if I'm going to buy that. It depends. It depends with Clutch. I want to see gameplay. I want more information. Because I'm just couldn't give a shit about the story. See, this never used to happen in GTA, did it? And Streets Connection used to be laggier. Yeah, it's 600k buyout. I was quite looking forward to Forza Horizon 6, but that's, you know, that's been and gone now. I mean, there's still things to do in it. People are still playing the game. I know people are still playing it because people are still watching this video that I uploaded and commenting on it. The comment from yesterday. Yeah, people complaining they can't get the gold wristband just by playing races. It's kind of like, well, obviously they want you to do everything. That's why you can't get the gold wristband without playing races. Well, just playing races, sorry. Let me check the analytics of this video because I'll tell you how many people are still bothered about Forza. So there's a steady decline. There's a steady decline in people's interest for Forza, but this isn't really something to judge it on entirely because this is watch this if you're struggling to get the gold wristband. That's what this video is. I don't even know what game that is. Was it that was at that Summer Games Fest, wasn't it? I saw people going mad over it, but I'm like, I couldn't give a shit about Snoop Dogg or Tupac, so yeah. I thought it was a bit weird putting, because he's dead. He's been dead ages. A bit weird putting him in a game all of a sudden. Actually, everybody will be playing Modern Warfare 4 over GTA 6. Modern Warfare 4 doesn't look that bad. Modern Warfare 4 looks alright. I don't dislike it. I just don't know whether or not I'm going to buy it. Four minutes, and then we should have the weekly update, which there's nothing really happening, so we probably had 4 minutes until we go on Forza. Apparently, the tunables have updated. We're going to quit the game, relaunch, and if it's what is it going to be? I did have a look, but I forgot. Cheetah Classic. If it's the Cheetah Classic, it has updated. Well, I don't really know much about it. I don't like it. It's just not a fan of like music like that. So I just know the guy's been dead for ages. He's got like some sort of cult following. I think I had that stream on in the background and everybody were cheering over something. I just retabbed onto the stream and then it was that. I'm thinking, oh, that's a bit weird.
I'm not getting into this right now.
The intellectual thug is victorious.
You're going to jump on Forza Street? I don't mean Forza Street, as in Forza Street. I'm talking to Street about playing Forza. Remember Forza Street? Free to play. It was free to play. Who remembers this? Forza Street. Okay, so it is the Cheetah Classic. It is the Cheetah Classic, so it has updated. There's just no real reason to play the game this week. I read the bonuses out earlier. If you want to go look at the bonuses, go look at the bonuses because... Oh, well, they're in the description. It's just nothing really worth playing the game for. Yeah, I thought it's a bit weird that they brought that back, but... I guess it's something people would be interested in. Well, not weird, just unexpected. There's no way of putting it. Unexpected. Right, I'm not going to spend another second on this game, by the way. I'm going to spend another second on it. That's what they keep doing these days, though. They just keep on bringing older games back because they can't do anything new. That's why they're redoing Halo. We'll wait until... Right, there we go. Wait till the music disappears, I'll re-enable the audio. You jumping on Forza Street.
Welcome back, Guardian.
Welcome back, Guardian. RIP Destiny. I do need to do this. I need to turn the audio down. Yeah, I was saying that to Fishman the other day. I think the music's not that good on this game. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. A lot of it's repetitive as well, and it's... nah, turn it off. I don't mind some of the things that are on the game, but it's not like I like some of it that much. It's worth sitting through all the other shit. Put it that way. this is a 240SX wheel spin exclusive. Wheel spin exclusive. Unbelievable. The audio's not too loud on this game, is it? Compared to GTA? I can't believe we've got 2 of these things. Prestige 4, yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why. I've given up going for the wheel spins there because I've opened up so many wheel spins. It's just, and there's so many cars that I still haven't got that wheel spin exclusive. I just can't be bothered. Like the Koenigsegg 1-1, I just never get it. I'll just never get it. Toyota Super build. No. What do you want to do, Street? You know my creative hub, right? It says my liveries, I've only got 11,000 downloads. But I haven't got only 11,000 downloads. I like, look, 61,000 downloads on just that. Fortnite Battle Royale. PUBG. Windows XP. See, I want to know which one's the most popular without having to download them all. It could even be, it could be something like that. Could be that. See one of them in multiplayer race and 2 AI driving it. Or with the Anna thing. This thing. Snaps in their 454s edition. I've not bought anything in the auction house. I haven't bought anything in the auction house. I just know I won't get lucky enough. So it's like, okay, I don't want to waste my time in the auction house. I tried looking for it to get one of those Toyota Altezas, but yeah, I gave up that very quickly because nobody was putting them up there, and I thought, you know what, I'm not constantly refreshing this for ages just to potentially find one of them. Just to be outbid by somebody else because they bought the car out quicker. Yeah, this auto drive thing's not too bad. However, like if the car's too quick for the auto drive feature, you just end up crashing really. Just go off the road. Even in like an S1 car, that can happen. Six-wheel Raptor. I quite like this thing as well. I've always liked this in Forza games, so it doesn't drive the best, but you can get like an half decent tune out of it. Mellow yellow delivery. Don't know what that is. I didn't know if it's to have made it like a drift build. But yeah, I've still got 2 more roads to unlock. And I can't be bothered finding the roads because I'm telling you, they are coloured in on the map, but it's like I haven't driven on them all the way to be able to unlock the road. So they're coloured in on the map, it looks like I've unlocked them, but I'm not scanning the entire map with the cursor just to find 2 roads that may or may not be bugged. I've had a look at the map, there's no like grey areas on the map. And I'm not scanning it. I can't be bothered. That's how I found one of them as well. I found one of them and I thought, you know what, it's literally not worth my time trying to find these last 2 roads, is it? It's not worth my time. What do you all think about Legend Island as well? I don't dislike Legend Island, it's just... It was like they tried to make it out as if it was going to be more than what it actually was. Because the only real thing on it's the racetrack, isn't there? Like, yeah, you've got the dirt roads, and the other road that goes through it, but... Other than the racetrack, what is the point in it? Yeah, that's something as well, that Hot Wheels game. I don't think it'd be a Hot Wheels DLC in this now because of that. Which is, I was on about the Hot Wheels DLCs earlier, and like, I'm not really too bothered about them, so I'm not overly fussed that we won't be getting an Hot Wheels DLC. I went back and played the Lego DLC recently on Forza Horizon 4 because I never completed it. Quite enjoyed that. And the driving physics, between this and Forza Horizon 4, the driving physics do feel different. Albeit, very similar. Very similar. If anything now, it feels more realistic. It's still got that same arcade feel to it, but it feels like more realistic than what Forza Horizon 4 does. Might be because on this I use sim steering. I feel like sim steering on Forza Horizon 4 just felt a bit weird. Like your car would like do that a lot. Whereas on this... Shall I put normal steering back on? See what this is like. I'm sure I've just missed the checkpoint because I don't have sim steering on. Rewind. Play both of the Hot Wheels games. Yeah, because they had their own game come out one other time as well, didn't they? Was that during Forza Horizon 4? And that was when we didn't get an Hot Wheels DLC. Sim steering just feels a bit snappier. Right, let's do one more lap. See what time I can get. I think collisions are on, aren't they? See, when we're doing this, Street should be ghosted even though he's in my convoy. Don't know what anybody else thinks. Smack into the wall. Some points have the ties to tell how the grip be. I don't know, well, I've never played the Hot Wheel games. Never played them. Just run on drag tyres. Could have had a better exit. So I put time on there. So we need to. Can we be at 126 with sim steering? I think sim steering on this feels better. Let's see, the car feels more responsive. Have to rewind now. You want to see a better time than that? So halfway through, I did try reading a comment. Should be able to get a better time. See, the gears aren't tuned for this track. And like tuning the gears is actually pretty important. I mean, that could have been better. Right, this should be a better time. Yeah, 125. See, I keep putting the car in the wrong gear. It's like the gears aren't tuned for the track. See what I mean there? Like, I've downshifted and instantly redlining. See, that's a lot quicker though. 0.5 quicker. About the weather, what? About the grip? I messed up the other corner and lost a bit of time. They're not really going to be much quicker in the end. Oh no. Well, it's a 124.5. So as you can see, I shaved off a fair bit of time just by putting sim steering on. You want to be using sim steering. 15,000, brilliant. S1. I'll tell you what car I'll be able to get a good time out of. It's got a tune for a very specific track though. It's a street circuit. It's got a tune for this thing. Needs to change the weather in this game. You feel like the tyres are affecting the way we're driving. Yeah, I mean, I tried getting some better times and speeds on, you know, like the speed zones and whatnot. And it does feel like it has a fair bit of an impact. But sim steering makes a big difference, I'm telling you. If you're not using sim steering, you need to get that on. Oh, my bad street. Like has a GR Yaris. Supposedly not too bad, that car. I just didn't know why you wouldn't be ghosted on this though. And if they're in your convoy. See, look how much quicker this car is. It's kind of a meta car though, this, the S1. It's one of those meta cars that it's like bottom at S2, but you can put things on it to downgrade the car. I got lucky there, but I feel like this has been slower, so... No, it was quicker. I could do a 119, but I'm not trying on this lap, by the way. It's going to be slower. There's a line going through it. I mean, I didn't intend to do another lap. Be slower again. Yeah. I give up. Give up with that. Can I see a leaderboard for this? Change class. S1. Who else had done it in S1? Liam did 128 in S1. 114. Look at some of these cars. Where is it? I've got a... It's this track. I started playing this one because Liam bet me on it. Where even am I now? 83. So I was top 50. Obviously more people have played it now. This is since the weekend, I think. I don't really... Barely anyone has played it, really. I don't really move down that much. I was like 50th. Might have been bang on 50th. And I'm pretty sure... Like, I went pretty much as fast as what I could have gone with the tune as well. So it's like the tune that needs work. It's like you've got 156 in the same car as me, so it's gone 4 seconds quicker. I don't know how you can get 4 seconds quicker out the car. Not with this tune that I've got on, put it that way. Not with this tune. You've done this in B&A. Let me have a look at the leaderboard again. What's my quickest time? It is in that S1 car. That guy's in R class and I've gone quicker than him. Street Silly done it in the GTR with drag tyres. Let's have a look at some of the other tracks. If I check one of these and Grimm's got me beat, then I might have to, like that one, I might have to do that. But look, I'm in S1. Change class, S1. He's not even on there, is he, Grimm? He's not even on there. X class. Does this not have one of those? It can't have. It can't have a time attack. But where's the other circuit then? See, I've got Grim beat on that. Look at Liam sweating it in the Furai. Who's played monthly rivals? $23,000. I've beaten Grim. Look at Grim with all the assists on. He does use manual there. Have you not? Oh no, Street has played this. They're very close. Oh, you've got the exact same time as somebody, Liam, on my friends list. I could play that with my Ghost. No, I'll probably struggle to beat it. But Rivals is always in summer. Rivals is always in summer. I wonder what for Rivals is going to be next series. Why is there people eating at tables at the corner flag? That is weird. A few big trucks. Try and nail the throttle control. Poor throttle control missed me out. See, I told you I struggled to beat my rival, which is myself. Doing such bad lap times. A bit better. Might beat it. I missed the shift. That's the reason why I didn't beat it. I was watching the ghost. No, well, listen, I would have beaten it if I didn't miss the shift. I'm going to class that. I beat the time. Look where I'm at. I wonder if I can beat my time. I probably should have a bit of a run up. Try and post a time in this. I mean, the fuel ride in this game is just ridiculous. So much better than what I'm in now. Got that line completely wrong. That's a shame. A bit slower this in the end. This is going to be slower. Oh no, quicker. Well, it doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter now. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. S1. See, I'm higher up on this one than the other one. I want to see who's at the bottom. Nearly 500,000 players have played that S1. You're not in the convoy anymore, Street? No, he is. He is. So this is what's coming out later in 4 hours' time, or just under 5 hours' time. These are the things that are coming out. This is the thing that I'm on about, the Starlit Glanzer 5. Quite looking forward to getting that. And then next week, the trial's back. It's going to be interesting. Trailblazer. They're making us do a Trailblazer. A Drift Zone. Speed Trap. Time Attack. Well, the ones at the top. There's some cheaters on the leaderboard, but there's like a lot of the times at the minute are pretty clean. A lot of the times at the minute are pretty clean. Some of the, you know, with glitches, some of the speed traps and etc. get cheated. Like the Hummer's on there, isn't it? We've glitched through it using the Hummer. This has been a terrible lap. Let me change the car, I'll show you. This is it, isn't it? Now I've got to restart my game. But that's how people cheat them. Like go really quickly in the Hummer, because what it does is it basically spazzes out the car and then the car goes like 400 miles per hour. That's how like you end up under the map and above the map. Just have the stream in the background playing. Work on your rally race, you'll be back later. Sir, okay, no worries. Thanks for joining. Probably not going to be streaming much longer anyway.
Welcome back, Guardian.
Alright, if I drive again. I'm actually trying to do it at a speed trap. You've got to kind of get lucky, haven't you, with it, but... Where's just a random speed trap, this one? So what you've got to do is, you've got to drive forward slightly, slam it in reverse and hold it. It's just going to keep doing that now, isn't it? It doesn't always do this. It doesn't always do this. Took its time loading. What's my burnout skills? Can't even remember doing them.
Welcome back, Guardian.
Can't be bothered doing that again, you know. You know what? I've never been in this. This is a wheelspin exclusive car. I want to see if it's any good for drifting. It's a Formula drift car, so you'd expect it to be good for drifting. But I've never used it. I've never used any of them on this game. So we'll have a look. Wheelspin exclusive. If you spam photo mode on time trials, it'll get you much lower times. What do you mean? It's a bit weird to drift, to be honest. Not sure if I like it. So many cars that I just haven't used. When you trigger photo mode, your vehicle speed and the timer essentially halts. You do not gain momentum while the camera is active. I think it's later on straight. I think it's when the series stuff updates. Shall we check what it is? Gotta return home again. What's it gonna be? What is it gonna be? It is gonna be the Civic Type R. I'm quite looking forward to this. The GTR 40th Anniversary Edition. Why can't I just buy it from in there? How much does this cost? 1.4 million. Hang on, Matt. Headset needs charging. It keeps bloody beeping. It's doing my head in. Right. Controller disconnected. How did that happen? Civic Type R, that may be alright to, you know, make even a B class tune. Probably B class tune. You'd be able to get a decent B class tune out of that. Since the timer doesn't run in the background after leaving photo mode, the timer UI takes a bit to appear and doesn't track in that moment. That's probably just in those timer types. No, I don't imagine it being in Rivals. Because that would explain why some people have gone so quick. But I think it's like a tune thing. Just time attack. Yeah, I thought that would be the case. I feel like I need to make another tune for this car as well. How good is this body kit for the handling? It does make a difference, doesn't it? Okay, so you do need the body kit on. Is there any customization for this without the body kit? That's a stock body kit. No. There's nothing. I kind of don't like the paint either. That's alright, isn't it? going to do that. Save the current car. And at some point, do a better tune for it. Save this tune as like S1 all-wheel drive 1 or something like that. And then I can make S1 all-wheel drive 2. That's what I can do. So I'll do that. This is a wheel spin exclusive, and I'm sure, right, I've opened up nearly 2,500 wheel spins on this game. And if I go to Porsche, I've only got one of them. I can't ever find the car that I'm in. But because I'm in it, but I've only got one of those cars that I've got. Well, that I'm in at the minute. Which is a shame. Some of the Porsches look a bit weird, don't they? Especially these new ones. I've customised that. Surely I can't have. Like, the car must just look like that, but I have used it. But I can't remember ever using it. What have I used that for? There's loads of cars that I need to check out. Like this thing. Where's the wheel spin exclusive one? That's it, isn't it? The 911 GT3 RS. That's the wheel spin exclusive one. I don't think it's that good. No update in June. What, for GTA? No, yeah, Testfun's tweeted it. When's GTA Plus at end, though? They don't update the website until later on. What day did I say for the DLC? The 14th of July. The 14th of July. That's what I reckon it could be happening. If we are getting a DLC update. I could be chatting. A bit, I don't know what to make of that. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, this game is pretty good. I just... Because I went back and played Forza Horizon 4. And I don't... Like, the thing is with Forza Horizon 4, I don't think it's nostalgia. It's not really that nostalgic. There's something about Forza Horizon 4 that I just like, and the only thing I can draw from it is that it's set in Britain. The fact that it's Scotland and England, and it's just like being outside. It's so familiar. You feel at home on Forza Horizon 4. It's got to be. It's got to be. But I do think it's just a good game in general. It's definitely, put it this way, it's definitely a lot better than 5. 5 was really bad. 5 was really bad. The one thing I'll say about Forza Horizon 4 over this game is the map. The map feels better to drive around. Like, it just flows better. Like, don't get me wrong, this game has probably got... It has got a bigger map, and there's more variety on it. Don't get me wrong. and it's got a better motorway system, but there's just driving around the map from one side to the other just seems to flow a lot better than on this game. Like, the best way I can describe it is like, you know, the Goliath. The Goliath is shit on this game because like the outsides of the map's just so intricate. Like, you get all these corners, like you can't. It's not like on Forza Horizon 4, like how they kind of purposely made the Goliath to be just like a quick circuit, like you just drive all the way around the map. I don't know. There's things I like about Forza Horizon 6's map, and there's things that I don't like about it. I might go on Forza Horizon 4 quickly before I end my stream. Let's mute that. Let's mute the audio. I think I need to play the game more just to get a route that I like driving around the map on in free mode. Whereas I kind of even had that in Forza Horizon 5. Like, albeit, yeah, the map is boring on Forza Horizon 5, but it kind of flowed better. That's the only way I can describe it. It flowed better from getting from like point A to point B across the map. It just flowed better. Syncing data. You can't even hear it. It's kind of sung along to the theme. You can't even hear it. Right, it's really quiet now. The game's loaded. In fact, music's on this game. Let me mute it. Right, radio off. Forza Fun Live. See, this game does feel different, but I'm not sure if like they've changed the camera. But no, it does feel different. Not by much though. See, on this, I always had like a little route I'd drive around the map in free roam. Sometimes I'd make like slight, you know, deviations. But I'll show you the route that I used to take. I used to just like dupe cars, obviously the ones that you'd unlock. Even just buy them. I'd customise them, tune them, and test them out driving around the map. So this was the route that I used to take. I should have made my own circuit really, like my version of the Goliath. Still people playing it. This car turned in. Oh, we're playing GTA. Spoken about the main problem with GTA Online today is the player base is so stupid. 10 minutes of getting into a game of card art, the same 6 players joined and several left. It's because that mode is crap. That's why. I don't like that mode myself. There'll be people that have never played it before and they just play it and think, nah, this is crap. I'm not saying there wasn't a time when I didn't enjoy it. Well, where I did enjoy it, but it got boring quick. It got boring quick. It was alright in 2016 when they first added it. Losing team just all left after the first round. Not surprised. 1-1 leaves, all the rest tend to follow. Tries to get a drag race for players to join. A drag race is in the game. You know what? I completely forgot the. Well, not completely. I think I thought about it not long since. Saying not long since, like a few months ago. But drag races. They got added in 2024 now. So yeah, this is the route that I used to take around the map on Forza Horizon 4. You can see what I'm on about. Like, you can get from one side of the map and around the map fairly easily. It's a lot easier to get from one point to the other on this game than what it is in Forza Horizon 6. Like, Forza Horizon 6, there's lots of roads, but it feels really cluttered. It feels really cluttered. And a bit messy. But I guess that's kind of to be expected with the map being bigger. But the one thing that I like about Forza Horizon 6 is I like a lot of the speed traps and the speed zones, the danger signs. I think they're better on that game. Same with the drift zones. I just think, especially drift zones, they could do with having more drift zones. Or just more of them in general. Just do more of them. At least 3 more for each one. 3 more, you know, danger signs. 3 more speed traps, so on and so forth. Same with all modes. It's been not like this with the stupid players. I mean, yeah, but it used to be a lot different 10 years ago, didn't it? GTA. Different point in gaming, people would just happily play things that they just wouldn't play now because it's not 2016. Time's moved on, things have changed. So what I used to do was, I used to go straight on. So I'd cut across the roundabout or drive round it and go up the motorway. But I kind of prefer this way. Because if you go this way, you get to drive through Edinburgh again.
At your destination.
I did like this game. Changed a lot in the last 3 to 4 years. I'd say probably 5 or 6. It's ever since about COVID, isn't it? Yeah, the Halo showcase in this game. The Halo one's pretty good. So nostalgic. What, this game? See, I don't like. I always played this a fair bit. Like I prefer this over Horizon 5. So if I ever wanted to play Forza, I would still play this. Obviously, I played 5, but never had a. Wasn't that interested in 5. Like when this came out, for example, I never went back and played 3. Never went back and played 3. I still haven't gone back and played 3. But I'll go back and play this. And like really, Forza Horizon 3 would be more nostalgic than this. Forza Horizon 3, if I went back and played that, that'd be really nostalgic. I'm not going to play a game just for nostalgia. I do like this map. I do like the game in general. But yeah, I can imagine how it would be nostalgic if you've not played it. But it feels different. If you went back and played it, you'd see what I'm on about. It feels different. Big crash. So yeah, this would be like the loop that I'd do. Sometimes I'd do it in reverse, but I never really did it often in reverse. Oh, this is that Cyberpunk event, isn't it? Let me change my car. This thing's really quick, isn't it? I don't think it's the quickest car in the game, but it's like the quickest drag car, isn't it? What my PB is on that? 273. Do you reckon I'll be able to beat that? See, sometimes if my records are old, I'm a bit... I don't really want to break them, but I'll see if I can break it. It's awesome at the minute. You know what that means today? It's going to be winter. Bloody hell. Well, that's a new PB. I noticed that. See, I should be able to beat 255 in this for that, surely. I reckon I set this in the CCGT. It's just this corner that I've got to get right. Okay, that's terrible.
arrived at
Nah.
your destination.
Maybe this way I'll be able to beat it. I'm sure that other one's with the CCGT. So I did beat it that way. See, what cars were these people using? Oh, yeah, of course they're using that. Why did music start playing then? Never cottoned on to that. That was weird. Ferrari. Maybe, okay, maybe the best way to approach this would be to start on the motorway. Maybe not. Okay, I need a better tune. It's definitely a tune sort of thing, isn't it? 100%. I'm going to find a tune for this. I'm going to share it. Oh, what is this? What is he trying to do? Sync my tunes from the last game. Forza Horizon 3. I've got that you could do this, you know. It's FM7. FM7. You know, if I did that... Don't want to save it, let's just get a tune. Load setup, suggested tunes. So I'm missing a lot of horsepower. What? Date created. These are all recent ones. These are all recent ones. These are from yesterday. Look how many tunes people made. Look, date created. 11th, that's today. These are old ones. Okay, let's use this one. Yeah, because that's the thing with this car. It like glitches under the map, doesn't it? That's how you get so much speed. Does it feel like it's been that long? No, not really. Oh, like, you're joking. Because that little bit of lift. Let's rewind further. Oh, you're joking. Because the thing's still popping up. I need to wait for that lorry to shift out of the way as well. Come on, nothing else come along. Nothing else come along. I did 277. Too far back. That bloody car in the way. I went through it 277. I'm sure I did. Okay, that could be 276. Maybe 275. This is the most annoying thing ever. The tractor's just there permanently now because I crashed into it, killed the tractor driver. How much traffic? I'm just going to redo it. Just going to redo it. Yeah, that was really good. It's also really good. Where's all the traffic coming from? That tractor's still there. Just get rid of the traffic. Get rid of the traffic. I just can't. I'm not going to be able to beat that time because of the traffic. I just can't get a good run up. I'm a number 1 on my friends list. Oh, why does music keep playing? What about this one? Shall I try and break this one? 255. I've got to beat. I reckon this could be in the that Shelby. It's 274. Got no traffic. I've hit that 275. Oh well. Let's have a look at the leaderboard for this. Come on, move out my way. So yeah, I'm at the top of my friends list now, beating Grim. Get shit on Grim. Look how OP this car is. Right, anyway, I'm going to end my stream there since I'm not really doing anything. Where are you, Street? Are you still online? I can invite Street to the party. Kind of ditched him, didn't I? I went on this. But yeah, guys, if you did enjoy it, feel free to leave a like and also subscribe for more content. I'll be back next week where hopefully we might have some info on the update, the summer update, which is not, well, we did have some info on the summer update. It's looking like it's not coming out in June. So other than that, I mean, we guessed that at the start of the stream. But yeah, we might have more information next week, so hopefully there's something to talk about. But yeah, until next time, guys,